Welcome! Today we're continuing the Gintama journey with episode 82 and 83. As always, if you enjoy the content I'm making and you want to support the channel, you can head over to my Patreon. Link is in the description down below. You can also join the Discord server if you want to talk or just hang out and have some fun. And subscribe if you want to see more. So let's get into episode 82. A nice little two-parter this episode. I really love the first half, the adventure video game like hunt for the Orochin and for the monsters. And the twist that the village was not actually a village. The villagers were not actually villagers, but people who were, first of all, greedy and yeah, just exploiting the monsters, the monster slaying, the gold that they dropped. I mean, you could see how far advanced the technology in that little village. Yeah, it's just a small town, very advanced small town, just was, and they were living a life of luxury from the beginning. At first I thought the secretary was meant to be a comedic addition to the whole story because she was so out of place. So, yet also so suddenly. She just was there, just existed. It made sense in context of the town being so luxurious, so rich, so wealthy. But still, she seemed off, and that was confirmed in the end. And she told them that she is Orochin. She was observing them, feeding off their greed, which was plenty. There was pretty much everyone was greedy, except for Sachan. As I said, Sachan wasn't interested in the gold. You know, when she picked it up, she said, "Yeah, Gin's gold, Gin's gold." She was only interested in Gin, which is so nice actually. I know she's obsessed with him. Just when he said the word dog, she interpreted it in a completely different light and just assumed he was talking about her becoming his dog, stuff like that. She's kind of obsessed with sexual stuff. Yeah. But still, just means that she really enjoys his company, I guess. Yeah. The second half was also interesting. I'm just gonna call her Hamu. I forgot her name, I'm sorry. It's a very interesting character. I like her. We have seen her before, but not with this much depth. You know, hanging on to the boyfriend, even though he just left her like that. I mean, that was really not something you would do to your lover, to your partner. That is just so dishonest and just, yeah, evil. He didn't care about her from the start, just about her money. God damn, that's gotta hurt so much. Thinking or believing you love someone and that someone loves you back, but then that someone reveals that they've been into you or in this relationship only for the money you have. That's a reality for a few people. Gold diggers are everywhere. You have to take care if you have quite a lot of money. If you don't, well, then it's not gonna matter. Yeah, but Hamu is, even though he did that to her, she still held on to him. Kind of because she was attached to him. I really do think that she was attached to him. but also because she cared for his well-being. She said herself that no one else would take him. And then they seemed like mother and son. That's also interesting. Yeah, all in all, pretty cool episode. Really enjoyed it. So let's get into episode 80. What is it? Yeah, 83. Yeah. Kyubey did not care at all about just pushing the Shogun, the damn Shogun, one of the most central and important figures in, well, at least in Edo or in the world of Gintama, pushing it into the water. But yeah, Kyubey is very sensitive when it comes to physical contact. But as I said, I really love that Kyubey has changed so much as a character and has grown so much. I did actually not mention this in the review of the last episode of the Yagyu arc, but it was a great moment, the moment of realization for Kyubey. Wait, did I say he? Wait a second. Well, she, yeah. When she realized that all this time she had been making these mistakes and hurting Otai herself and her friends in her own obsession. For her to realize that took a lot of, well, self-reflection and courage. And it's just so good to see her being kind of a part, well, not really yet, but somehow becoming a part of the family. It gets bigger by the day. Yeah, just nice. Just nice. What an unusual way to introduce such an intrinsic figure to the world of Gintama, the Shogun. You would think that he would be have a grand entrance in like an important episode, an episode where, I don't know, they Gin or someone or the Shinsengumi may have to stand trial or something, or a greater conflict, and that way he comes into the story as a real person which you can see. But to introduce him like that, again, Gintama with surprise after surprise. It's amazing. But yeah, it's not negative at all. It's not that I didn't like it. It was just so surprising. That was also very important to him, I think, as a person, that he went through that, played the game with all of the friends, even though he was a very, it seemed like he was disinterested, and I think I said stone-faced, because he wasn't showing any emotion or feeling, expressing any emotion or feeling. But at the end, he said that he had very much fun. I think that is true. That was genuine. He really had a lot of fun. I believe that's because that was also said, I think, that he as a shogun has so much duties, or well, so many duties, rather, so many duties. He doesn't leave the confinements of his, what is it, palace, I guess, palace, his home very often. So he rarely, at least he goes out into the public, being with, well, normal people, not just important figures that he has to meet with, all of that kind of stuff. It reminds me of the episode with the princess, if you remember that one. There was also a great episode about freedom. So there are some parallels to this episode because of the position that the Shogun has. He has to be that way. He has to live that way. It cannot be otherwise. So for him, having just some time off, some time to relax, and to actually be with people he doesn't really know, just to be with people to kind of get to know them, that has to have a very positive impact on him as a character, as a person, as a human being, right? There he's not, well, he was treated as the Shogun, of course. That was also, yeah, it was also a really funny episode. But yeah, he was in that moment kind of a, like, on the same pedestal as everyone else. When he had to rid himself of his clothes, that was took a lot of courage, I think. That was very what's the word? I can't find the word right now, the term, but it is a term that describes the situation perfectly. Like bringing him back to reality, back to his. It grounds him. What's the word? I don't know if you know which word I mean, but if you do know, tell me, because that's a perfect word for what I'm trying to say. Yeah, humbling. That the word? Oh no, not really. But it has the same meaning, I guess. It was a very humbling event situation for him. Now, what I'm wondering is the Shogun, does he really have a say in everything that concerns politics, economy, all that stuff? Or is he also just a puppet being controlled by the forces behind the shogunate, the real puppeteers? I think that's a very important question. Is he just a puppet, or does he actually have power? Yeah, we will see, I guess. We will see. Really enjoyed this episode. Hope you did as well. If you did, leave a like, comment down below what you think about this episode, about the introduction of the Shogun. And yeah, subscribe if you want to see more. So, I'll see you in the next one. Enjoy your day, take care, and